Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Stay in your own beautiful silence all the time. To abide in this silence is to be free from samsara, from the word, from the illusion. And the silence is like deep ocean, while all the actions are waves on the top. And in this ocean of silence, none of the actions affect you. They only affect you when you are a wave, when you're going up and down, when you think you are the person doing the things, when there is doership. In spite of how busy the day goes, you can be in this beautiful silence all the time. I know some people work where there is a lot of pressure, where there are deadlines. They are working in time limits. And then they stress, maybe too much on your plate than what you can accomplish. How can you be free and calm and peaceful in this situation? Is it really possible to be happy and calm when there are unrealistic deadlines to meet? It is next to impossible to be happy. For the person who thinks he is doing these jobs and trying to meet the deadlines. Even keeping the deadlines in your mind is a source of anxiety and restlessness. Unfortunately, most of the world behaves like this. Our employers, our work atmosphere. And that's why there is no happiness in the job. Happiness doesn't come with production, increased production, more and more. The origin of which is greed. The happiness comes with a harmonious flow. If our task is like an assembly line, looking for more numbers, we will always be restless. Treat every task in front of you as if that is the most important task in your life. Whether it's washing dishes or meeting the Prime Minister, every job is equally important or equally unimportant. Anxiety is not in the job. Anxiety is in the consequences. If I can't finish on time, if the employer is not happy, what people will say about me, how is my appearance, whether I look professional. And this all comes from this personality, this condensed consciousness. If you transcend yourself to your true self, you will be unperturbed of all the red lines. You will try your best to do your job, but you will never be in a hurry. You are not chasing the tail. And in this way, if you lose the job, then who cares? It is only our weaknesses, our dependence on things which makes us little, which makes us worry. And we give away the infinite bliss for these petty jobs. Give away all that bliss and peace and go into the restless mind. And it's not just our fault. We see this is what is happening all around us. But if you contemplate on this, look from impersonal perspective, you can be free this moment. You don't have to please anyone, not the person with this body-mind complex you are living in. If you live like that, you will be free instantaneously. Not pleasing your mind, not pleasing your body, not pleasing anyone. It's not arrogance. It's just the neutral state, natural state, Sahajavastha, where there are no ripples. You are not out there to impress upon anyone, to please anyone, to hate anyone or to favor anyone. You are what you are. uninvolved, a pure witness, impersonal self. Just mere consciousness, but an intelligent consciousness, an intuitive consciousness, a loving consciousness. And the consciousness which pervades everything in all directions. And so there is no form. Form is always condensed, however big it could be. Like earth is so big, but it still has a form. You are formless. You don't have any ends. And so we can say you are infinite. We say infinite because it is out of space also. Anything within a space you can measure. Anything which is out of a space, how can you measure it? What parameters would you use to measure something infinite? And it's unchanging. What you are experiencing yourself as true self, exactly the same has been experienced by Buddha, by Rama, by Jesus, by Prophet Muhammad, by anyone. No difference. It will never change. It is changeless. It is changeless because it's not in the domain of time. Your body and mind are in the domain of time. Your body is born and it will die, and it keeps changing. Your mind is also born, though it is ancient. And it keeps changing all the time. We talk about trusting other people. Can you trust your own mind? One day it loves a person, the other day it hates the same person. One day it wants to do a thing, next day it doesn't want to do that thing. As a child you love toys, now cars, maybe women, men. How can you trust this mind? And then we talk about trusting other people. Other people also have the same mind like ours, always changing. One day they meet you, they hug you. The other day they meet you, they don't talk to you. And you think you have done something wrong. Mind is like that, untrustworthy. Whether it is yours or mine doesn't matter. It's always changing. And it is sensitive to so many things. How you slept, what you ate, your company around you, if you have a disease, if you are sick, how much physical exertion you have done. If something relates from the past which came to the mind, and so forth and so forth. It depends on so many things. It is not at all stable. How can you trust this mind? And an imperfect thing cannot give rise to a perfect thing. If you work from this mind, whatever you do will never be perfect. And we all don't know anything except the mind faculty to work in this world. Albert Einstein said the same thing. Our mind is our slave, but the whole world has given it so much of importance. And we are all slave of it. While the intuitiveness in us is our real self, which no one bothers about. Go beyond mind. If you take help of the mind all the time, then you have to pay back to the mind in form of all sorts of sufferings. In the war of Mahabharata, people who ate, who worked for Kauravas, all disappeared. All were killed. And the only thing it tells us that if you support a wrong person, you have to pay the price. And that war is going within us. There is pure consciousness, Krishna in us. And then these Kauravas in form of sensory pleasures, sense organs, mind, intellect, ego. So many of them. If you stay with them, death is to you. Or if you stay in Krishna consciousness, you are immortal. Choice is yours. This great war, Mahabharata, is all the time going on within us. You have to decide whether you are with Kauravas or Pandavas, whether you are with Krishna consciousness or with your mind. No one else can decide for you. And then you can't blame others when you suffer. Suffering is your own creation. And if this association is very old, it's very hard to disentangle yourself from the mind. But yes, you can take help of the Krishna within you. Pray, practice, have patience, and you can detach. You can break this knot with the mind. You can do it. So many people have done it. It's doable. It's achievable. Krishna has said very clearly in Bhagavad Gita, if you come to me, surrender to me, I will take care of you. This Krishna is not outside you. This is you. Your true self has come out and told you this. Same Krishna has come as Bhagavan and in so many other forms to tell us our true nature. Always remember the one who is irritable in us, who is upset in us, who is snappy. They are all different forms of the mind, not you. You are always in your blissful state, standing on your own support, peaceful and calm. You are not doing anything. You are pure witness to your body and mind. For you, everything is going perfectly the way it has to. You are fearless and humble. And you have love for everything, every being. Even if you want to hate, you can't hate anyone. This is the quality of this pure self. Pure self has the same qualities in whichever body or mind or form it manifests. Yes, there can be some habits of the body mind which might reflect different to people. But in core, everyone is same. Blissful self. You know that you are alone in this world created by your own mind, and you are the source. But there is no loneliness. You are all pervading awareness. and even surprise to you as pure self. Things unfold and the body does some act. And you have no clue. But you stay as a pure witness all the time. In action or without action, you're always just an observer, perceiver of everything, and doer of nothing. Nothing. If death comes to the body now, there is no unfinished task for you. And if you get another 1,000 years, you were not looking to do anything in particular. But still things will be happening through this body-mind complex. Now you know your body-mind, you know every body-mind. And you're full of compassion for all the body-minds because you know internally everyone. And you know that everyone is putting a mask on the top with so much of pain and suffering inside. Only in few people it comes as a mental health disorder, which we call it. But we all have that disorder in some form or the other. Because in this world everyone is blind. So we don't call it a suffering. Whatever majority are having is a norm. So few people who are free would be called as mad people, erratic, unconventional. Not because it is difficult to be free, but because who is trying to be free? Just look around you. How many people think they are suffering? How many people contemplate and acknowledge that they are in grip of the mind? And some people, with whatever reason, they look within and they want eternal happiness and they practice and they become free. There is not even one exception to this rule, that if you have longing to be free, you will not be free. Everyone who has longing to be free was set free in no time. No exception to this rule. Be convinced that you are free. Don't listen to the mind. Give up the doership. Drop the thing which smells in you, your ego, your pride. It is all fake. It is the only bondage. When you stay as awareness, it burns away everything which is not you. Your false pride, your all plans, the fake self disappears and the true self manifests in its all glory, in all its abundance, in its perfect beauty, as if it dawns on you like a wisdom. As if the sun is shining brightly when there are no clouds left. You are self-effulgent. You are glowing in your own light. No sorrow can touch you, and there is no suffering to you. Stay as pure awareness. Raise your energy levels to pure awareness and attract all the higher energy level vibrations around you. Radiate this pure energy around you. Be the source of the purest energy. Let this body and this transparent mind always emanate this pure energy without any discrimination. Exactly like sun when it shines. It gives the same sunshine to everything, irrespective whether they are good people or bad people, whether it's a plant or a rock, dog or a man. Be like sun. Self-radiating from the pure energy you have. Getting rid of all the clouds of ego, selfishness, pride, cunningness, all coming out from the personality. Drop the mask and stay naked, formless. You don't belong to any religion. All religions belong to you only. All of them talk about you only. You don't need them, they need you. You are the source of all of them. Stay in this source. Go back to your true nature. Childlike innocence. You can still complain about something or the other, but still you are uninvolved. In the dynamic world, you can still act like a normal person behaving, but internally there can be a big shift. You are uninvolved, pure awareness. No one can please you, and you are not to please anyone. Only thing you can be pleased is by the pure self like you. Or a seeker like you. Raise your energy to a level where small demoniac devil thoughts, beings and things can't even touch you. Rather, things around you get influenced from you. All the osmosis occurs from you outwardly, infinitely, in all directions. With loving kindness, with compassion, with empathy. This love is not opposite to hate. This is an unconditional love. This is very different from the selfish love. This love has no attachment. Feel your whole body filled with this love. Each pore of your body and your mind full of this love. Love is the fragrance of this true self, pure awareness. Your mind can never understand this. You can only listen from your heart. When you have longing, when your heart is open, when you have surrendered to this higher beingness within you. And who is surrendering to whom? There are not two people within. The fake self is surrendering to the true self. Feel this divine love in your heart, spreading in all directions from you. This will make all your actions divine. Abide in yourself all the time. And don't listen to your mind. It might say that you are not there, or you have not achieved, or you are still a person. That noise can last for a while, but just ignore. Just be quiet and stay in your pure self. Don't move your attention from this self. And soon you will be firmly established in this. Not for a second or a minute, but eternally. It doesn't matter your mind is going through what state. waking dream or deep sleep. You are established in your own self. Unchanged, always the same. Changing states of mind has no effect on it. Changes in the body has no effect on it. Or the changes around you has no effect. Remember, thing in us which gets affected by change is the mind. You are changeless. You are choiceless awareness. You are non-doer. You are pure witness. You are purest of pure. You are real gold, not the ornaments with impurities. Stay like that. Abide in that and be free. When you abide in yourself, people who are longing to know the self will also abide in self. And then people seeing those people will also abide in self. It is infectious. It is a chain reaction. This is the best way to bring peace to the world. Be and make. You abide and others abide too. There is no other way. You are the nodal point of cosmic consciousness. You are not the body, you are not the mind. You are not the doer. Everything is predestined and it's happening the way it has to happen. As you have no control in your dream, you have no control on this waking dream. So doership is completely fake and false. Give up this doership and stay as non-doer all the time. So no credit or discredit comes to you when things goes right or wrong. Just watch your own body and mind as you watch others. Stay as impersonal being. Pure presence. This is the only way to be happy, contented, blissful, free of desires. And to break the knot of samsara. To be out of the cycle of birth and death. To be out of this game. Anything which disturbs you, remember it is the projection of your mind. So accept it and be quiet. And soon you will be free. Mind can only scare you if you stay in its domain. As pure awareness, you are out of the space-time. Nothing can touch you. No one can hurt you. You are outside this play. Till you are a player, you will suffer. You have come out of the boxing ring. No more suffering. No more hurt. And once you are out, what you need to do? Nothing. And who are you? Nothing. This is complete nothingness. But this nothingness is full of bliss. A deep silence. Eternal bliss. Who can describe nothingness? No one. Because there is no one there to describe. People have tried to describe, but no one can able to describe. You can be it. There is no mind here to describe. But mind acknowledges it is something which even mind acknowledges that it's so peaceful. But mind has no clue. It is beyond comprehension of the mind. It is you. It is us. All of us are the same. Same energy in all of us. Pure awareness. Let's all of us stay in this pure awareness eternally. With grace on everyone. With all honesty, we would like to be in this pure awareness forever. We have no desire to move into the mind and suffer. We have seen enough of the mind game, and we all want to be eternally free. This is our humble and honest request and prayer to the Supreme Power, to the Absolute Truth, to end our sufferings forever. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.